for Shanti, and I'm here to tell y'all how I found out I was pregnant at 15 and had my baby at 16. I did this video so many times, like, it don't make no sense. It's 3:24 in the morning. I know y'all like, why am I up and where's my child? But she sleep and I gotta get up at 7. So I know if I go to sleep, I'm not gonna get up. So I'd rather just stay up. And I know my voice deep. My voice been deep ever since I had my baby. I probably sound like your granddaddy right now. But anyways, I found out I was pregnant 2 weeks before I had my baby. And y'all probably like, how you ain't know and stuff like that. But I ain't know because I ain't had no symptoms. Like, I ain't vomit. I wasn't spotting. Like, nothing like that. And my cycle was just always irregular. Like, it'll go 3 to 6 months without not coming on. So, like, my cycle was like nothing that I was always worried about. So my teacher was really like the first one to ever say something or ask me about being pregnant, which was like in December at school in front of the class. Well, not in front, but you know, she was like, "Shanti, you pregnant?" I was like, "No," or whatever. Which by then I was like, what, 4 months if it was in December. And yeah, so I'm like, no, just didn't deny the fact. But like in February, I go to my baby daddy house or whatever, and his big cousin, and she like, "Girl, you look big and pregnant." So I just look at him, he look at me, and I brushed it off. I'm like, "No, I'm not." I just tell her no. And then so they was still joking about it too. So when he had walked off, he like, "What if you is? Cause you getting big." He was like, "Your stomach hard," stuff like that. And so by February I was what, 6 months? Yeah, I was 6 months. And then so that's when my sister had came see me in March. Yeah, so by March I was with. Yeah, by March I was 7 months. So when I had stood up, and she like, "Girl, you big, you pregnant." Like, just said it out flat, just like that, in front of my grandma and everything. I'm just like, oh my god. Because like everywhere I go, like the store, school, and church, like they are asking for my grandma, "Oh, are you pregnant?" They asked, or like they say I either look pregnant. So I'm like, if everybody steady telling me this in front of my grandmother, they go get her to thinking like I'm pregnant and she gonna need to take a test and all that. But I just think she think I was innocent or whatever. I don't know. But so yeah, after that, I had seen my stepmama like a couple of days after that. I don't know if it was the next month or it was a couple of days after that. After my sister had told me, but she was like, when she seen me, she was like, "You sure you ain't pregnant because your nose spreading and everything?" She was like, "My nose take on my whole face." So I'm like, "I don't see it. I look the same." So I told her no, cause like I was still in denial. Like I really was like denying everybody. Like nope, 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 nope. Everybody was asking me no. Like I was really just taking it as a joke. And then so this went on. Like I really started feeling her kick in like February, but like I didn't think nothing of it. Like I was still in denial even though I was feeling her kicking. Like I was in denial. I had one on Google, and I was like, I had looked up what can be. I think I looked up what's in your stomach. What? No, I looked up what's moving. If it's not a baby moving in your stomach, what's moving? Like something like that. I looked up something like that. Cause like I was thinking like this ain't no baby kicking. I'm like this probably my bone out of place or something. I just thought it was something else. Like I was really just in denial because I was just thinking like who pregnant? Not me. Yeah. So I had really got tired of everybody asking or whatever. So that's when about in April, like her kicking me, like it got more stronger. So that's when I really started thinking, like, what if this is her? What if it is her kicking? I didn't know it was a girl name, but I was like, what if this is my baby kicking or whatever? So I'm like, I really need to get a test to find out because, like, if I am pregnant, I don't know how far I am. I don't know if she's healthy. None of that. So that's when I had both of my friends. I had went to them at school, and I'm like, oh y'all, I think I'm pregnant or whatever. Then so one of my friends, she was like, oh, I'll buy you a test. And then so that's when my other friend, she was like, oh, my sister got some, I'm bring you some. So, I'm just thinking, I'm like, yes. I'm gonna find out. I'm like, yes, okay. So, but they had stunned me out. Like, they really stunned me out. I was so mad. Because then I'm supposed to go shop with my grandmother. And then that's how I was going to get the test too. But then she had left me because I had ended up going to sleep. So I'm like, how in the hell am I finna get this test or whatever? So April 8th, I went to Walmart with my friend because we started selling that stuff at school. So April 8th, I went to Walmart with my school. What am I saying? April 8th, I went to Walmart with my friend to go get stuff. So, I'm like, friend, I gotta get some tests while we in here. So she like, okay. So I had brought some. And so I was so anxious to take them. Like, I was anxious and nervous at the same time. So when I came home, I'm like, I already had the pee. So when I came home, I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna take this test. But I had ended up pissing on myself 3 times. Like, really pissing on myself 3 times trying to take a test. Because, like, when I have to pee, like, my bladder was so weak. And, like, I'm like, I didn't piss myself 3 damn times trying to take this test. Because, like, when I go, like, I try to open the test first and then pee. By that time, I was like, fuck it, it's too late. So, but I had ended up using one of them. I had brought 4 tests. So, I had ended up using one of them. And it was a waste. It had the little book thing, like reading the clear blue thing. So, I'm like, clear blue is the most what you call it. So, I'm like, if I use these 2 to clear blue, then that means I got to use the other 2, which was the cheap ones. And I might not have the right results. So, I had to say the clear blue. So, I had got up at like 3 o'clock that morning, in the middle of the night. And so I'm like, I had to piss really bad again. And so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try this again. And then I pissed on myself again. So I'm like, fuck. So I had to hop in the tub. I did hop in the tub. I'm not nasty. But anyway, that's when about April 9th at 11 o'clock in the morning. Well, it really wasn't morning. It was like, you could say mid-noon or whatever you want to say. But it was 11 o'clock. And I had finally caught myself. So I'm like, ooh, this is a relief. So I had to test, so I had really peed on it. So I'm like, oh my God. So the thing was going slow. Clear blue, it low slow. Like, it make you want to be nervous. So, like, I was really nervous. And then so I was low and I was texting him. I'm like, oh, I finally caught my pee or whatever. He like, what he say? Woo, doo, doo. And so it had took like a minute to come in or whatever. It took about like 3 or 2 minutes to come in. And so when it did come in, I'm like, I just looked down at it because I had flipped over. So I had flipped it over. I'm like, no, I'm going to need to know what it say. So I flipped it over so I could see what it say. So when I looked, all I seen was pregnant. Look at this. So my heart like dropped. So, but when I looked at it, I'm just like, and so I text him. No, I sent him a video because I had made a video. I'm gonna put it in here, but I had made a video and I sent it to him and I showed him a picture of what it said. I showed him a picture of what it said, and he was like, he told me, he's saying, you think everything a joke. So I'm like, I never said nothing was funny. And then so this one I'm like, let me take another one. I had took the cheap one this time, so I took the cheap one. And so that one took a little minute to come in too. So I'm in there, I'm like really nervous. Even though it had came back positive. Came in, I'm just like, oh my God. So I'm just like, I must really be pregnant because these things saying pregnant and I just know I took 2. I had 1 left. So I'm like, I'm not gonna waste my last test on this one if these 2 already said I'm pregnant. It was just too good to be true, to be honest. And so I'm like, I gotta tell my people. So I had my phone. So the first person I was supposed to tell was my grandmother. She was in the same house and everything. My sister was in the same house. So the first person I told, I go on my phone. That's the first thing I do. I go on my phone because I was already on it. And I text my stepmom. I'm like, I just texted this long old paragraph. I was just texting. And the last thing, I know my last sentence was, I'm sorry, but I'm pregnant and stuff like that. So I'm just on it. And I immediately see the bubbles pop up, like her replying. So I'm like, oh my God, what's she gonna say? So I don't remember exactly what. I just know I was just like, I'm sorry, but I'm pregnant. So that's when, after this, so I'm like, I'm in the house with my grandma. Like, I gotta tell her. But I know for a fact she asked me that to my grandmother. I was like, no, I did not. So I'm like, I'm really just thinking, like, how I'm gonna tell her. Do I want to tell her right now or do I want to wait? So I go in the front, my sister in the front, my grandma in the back kitchen. So I was to my sister, I'm like, dude. So I'm like, I gotta tell y'all so. No, I'm like, I gotta tell my mom something. But I don't know how to tell her. She's like, what? And she in the phone. So I can't even look at her either. I don't know why. So I'm just like, like, I'm like, remember what he had told y'all, like, back in the gap? Like, back, like, I wasn't even pregnant. It was a prank that we did. I don't know what it was, oh, but yeah, so I'm like, remember what he had told y'all a while ago? She was like, what, did you lose your virginity? I was like, it's not really that, but it's like, what leads when you lose that thing. So I'm like, I'm pregnant. I just told her. And she was in the phone, like literally in the phone, like, girl, she ain't showing no emotions or nothing. She just like, girl, you better tell her. So she was laughing and my grandma had ended up walking in while we was talking. So I tried to play it off like we was talking about something else. So she laughed and I laughed. And my grandma was standing right there. And then so my sister, she was like, tell her. So I look at her like, you really finna see, you really playing on my top and you really finna say this. And then so that's when I'm like, oh my God. So as she walked out, I said, I'm not finna tell her. And then so that's when my grandma had came. No, I called her in there. Then so she was like, wait. And then so I'm like, go get you a cigarette. And then so my sister sitting over there on the couch laughing. And like, I don't got no choice but to laugh because like I'm already goofy. And so I'm like, go get you some cigarettes. She like, no. She like, why? I said, I gotta tell you something. So I'm like, so my sister like, Mama, just go get you some cigarettes because you gonna need them. I said, for real, you better go get some cigarettes. She was like, no. So that's when she walked up to the door like she just thinking, and I guess she was nervous. She didn't even have no cigarette. So my sister, she like, look, now she wanna know now. And then so I just sit there, I just put my head down and not laugh. And then so she was like, what you wanna tell me, you pregnant? And then so I was just like, I looked at her and then I put my head down. And then so then she was like, she looked back, she was looking like people when she said, and then she looked back, she said, you lying. And then so I laughed and my sister laughed. And she was like, what she said, the first thing she said, you can't stay here. Like, I think, like, what it really was, she thought I was playing. And she was like, you can't stay here. So I'm like, my sister, like, what my sister, I think she said, how you gonna do her like that and stuff like that? So she was like, how you know? I said, because I took some tests. And she was like, really? Like, she couldn't even say that. She was just like, really? Then I don't know, she walked in the back. And then when she came back out, she had a cigarette and she had her phone. She walked out. She was like, ain't this a here? So I was really I was really disappointed in myself because I know she was disappointed. I know everybody else was gonna be disappointed. So I was disappointed in myself, and I'm like, oh my God, like I didn't know what I was gonna do. All I was really thinking was, I need to go to the doctor because I don't know how far I am. I don't know if this baby healthy. I think I don't even know what happened after that. I just know I told her that day. All I know is she was telling everybody, her mama too. I know she was. because everybody in the mama found everybody in the mama had found out right after that, and it really went from there. Like, and when I went to the doctor, I had went to the doctor that Friday. I don't remember what day this was, but I had went to the doctor that Friday or whatever, and they was like they had confirmed that I was pregnant. She was there. Before I had went to the doctor, she was like, "Now, what do we go to the doctor and they say you're not pregnant?" And I was just like, "Hey, that's a blessing." But when I went, they had confirmed that I was pregnant, and it was like my next appointment. I need to get an ultrasound and stuff like that. So that's when I had got an ultrasound, and so that's when she was like, "What happened?" When I had got an ultrasound, I had went, and then I had went in the room by myself and everything. I'm like really thinking like he not here, my grandma don't want to come in here, so I'm like just really in there by myself. So I was nervous and everything. So I look at the screen. I'm like, oh my fucking god. I'm like, oh my fucking god. And then so that's when the woman she scratched her face. She like, so I'm looking like what the fuck's wrong? So I'm like, ain't nothing in here or am I tripping? So she like, do you know how far you are? I said no. She was like, oh, you pretty far. I said, I'm looking like, I said, how far? She was like, what she say? She said 35 weeks. I looked at her. She said, you do May 27th. Girl, my heart completely dropped. When I tell you I got on my phone, I got on my phone so fast because she told me when I was due, she told me how much my baby would weigh, and she told me my gender. She was like, do you want to know the gender? I said, yeah. At first I was thinking, and I was like, yeah. But and then so she was like, oh, it's a girl. She was like, she weighed 5 pounds and 8 ounces. And then 5 pounds and 8 ounces. Then she was like, you do May 26th. So I go to my notes and I write this down. I ain't think to even call him or call about it. But I text him. And then so this one, she was, I'm just really in there quiet. I don't know what to do. I'm just writing my notes, like everything she telling me. And so like it's like really quiet while she was like snapping the pictures. Then so like my baby, she wouldn't move her hand on her face for nothing. So I'm thinking, I'm like, oh my god, is my baby gonna be retarded? I'm sorry, but I was just like, oh my god, why is her hand in her face? Like she wouldn't move for nothing. And like she wasn't moving. I was like, she wanna play possum now, but be moving up a storm when I be in class. If I be in class screaming. Then so that's when um she had finally she was like, okay, you can wipe this stuff off, and she gave me the pictures. And then so I went back out to my grandmother. Because when I was at the doctor, I was telling my grandmother and my stepmom, I was like, I ain't lose my virginity to January. I was like, that was the first time I did so. Y'all, I was lying. Because I ain't know what to say. But God backfired on me because I was like, I ain't lose my virginity until January 4th. That's the day I told him. I said January 4th or whatever. And then so that's when I had walked out the ultrasound thingy. And then so her and my girlfriend, they had got up and they walked. When I walked out, I was laughing. I was like, I got some bad news. That's all I could say. I was just shaking my head and laughing. And so they both froze. Like they would not move. She was standing right there. My girlfriend was standing right there. They would not move. They was just standing there. So I'm like, I got some bad news. And then so they was like, what? So I started laughing. I couldn't even say it. So they like, what? My grandma like, it's twins. I looked. I said, who? At first I was supposed to say yeah, but I didn't want, scared like that. So I'm like, no. So I was like, first off, it's a girl. And I said, second off, I'm due May 27th. And so my girlfriend, she like, this in a couple of weeks. So I said, I know. So my girlfriend, she stood there. So she like, so that means you did something before January. So I'm like, why she got to bring this up? Because you already know I done lied. So why you got to bring up that I lied? You ain't even got to say all that. So that's when we leave out. And then, we walk back to the car, ready to come back home. So I was just like, oh my god, what to do? So I really ain't know what to do. Like, it wasn't my fault that I ain't know. But like before all this, I had went to the doctor in August because if I had my baby in May, that gotta mean I got pregnant in August. I went to the doctor mid August for for school or whatever to have my checkup, and they took my pee and my blood, and they like because my grandma had went there, she was nervous about me not having a cycle. And then so all they told her was that I was irregular, and they took my blood and my pee, and they like, oh, she not pregnant or nothing like that. So I'm like, that's really why I didn't think that I was pregnant. And like, I really just thought, oh, my cycle gonna come on when it wanna come on, cause I was irregular. But yeah, so after that, after having my ultrasound, I had posted it. And then that's when everybody started finding out. And that was just it. Everybody really started finding out after I had my ultrasound. But people at school was thinking it. I had got into with this boy and everything. Because he got the nerve to ask me, oh, you pregnant? In front of the whole class. Because we had argued. We had a fight and everything. And at school, I used to be flashing on everybody, arguing with everybody, didn't care. Like, I really just had a nasty attitude with everybody. I didn't want nobody to touch me, including him. Like, I didn't want nobody to touch me. I just never wanted to be bothered. Never. Like, I just always had a nasty attitude getting to with somebody. Like I was not playing. I was mean. I was really mean. Like, really getting into it with everybody. My last doctor's appointment, I know that was the last one I had. And then, like, I was supposed to go back. And then, but before I can even go back, I was at home. And, like, it felt like I was peeing on myself. So, I'm like, what the So, I'm like, yeah, this was on Mother's Day. Mother's Day night, I was looking up and I was laying down. I just felt like I was peeing on myself. So, I got up. When I got up, like, boo water was running down my leg. Like, I was peeing on myself. So, I'm like, what the fuck? So, I go to the bathroom. And I go to the bathroom and I'm like, I don't gotta pee, but like stuff still coming down. So I hop in the tub. So I'm like, maybe this will stop it. But so when I had got in the tub, I opened my legs and like buku stuff just started gushing out. And then so I'm like, oh my god, it's just my water. So everybody, my grandma was asleep. So when I first told her, she went right back to sleep. And then so my sister was up. So I'm like, I think my water just broke. And then so that's when I'll go wake my grandma up fully because I'm like, yeah, this gotta be my water instead of gushing out. I'm not. And then so if she like my grandma had oh y'all, she has completely woken up. That's why I said, hold up, look. Say hey. Yay. Say hey. But anyway, that's when I had with my grandma. And girl, don't start. So I had one woke her up or whatever. And then so she like, oh, call somebody. And then so I called Denisha. So I'm like, oh, what do you mean when buku stuff gushing out your legs? And then so she was like, your damn water broke. And then so she was like, time your contractions. So like I wasn't really having none. Like I had one good one. And so I'm like, oh my god. And I never had felt the pain of cramps sore. But that night I had felt it was Mother's Day and it was about 11 o'clock that night. Then so she like, oh, I'm on my way over and stuff like that. Good thing I had my hospital bag packed and I had like what she was coming home in. I had all that picked out. And so she like, oh, okay, I'm on my way. And then so that's when I'm like, so what? I just supposed to walk to this hospital like with stuff running down my legs, soaking wet. So I was soaking wet into the hospital because like I couldn't keep no clothes on because like I was like still leaking. So I had on some pajamas and a shirt, and when we get there, she had put me in a wheelchair. We go to the labor and delivery side, and the people, they like, um, take take your no, yeah, they say take your clothes off, put this gown on, and I'm finna swap you to see if you in labor. So when she did it, she was like, "Yep, you in labor." So they had admitted me, and then after that, it was like it was the 13th, May 13th. I ended up giving birth to her at 12:39 the next day or whatever. So that was that. But yeah, that's my story on how I got pregnant. And make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.